Well folks, absolutely cracking morning in the northeast of Scotland, just out for my long weekend run, and more importantly here filming the first piece for my new YouTube project, STRNGR. So let's get into it. So my name is Josh, just a regular dude, work full time, and in my downtime I try and keep myself as fit and healthy as I possibly can. So I plan to use this channel to document my journey to better levels of health and fitness. So I've called the channel STRNGR, and that's based on a bit of a mentality I take when I'm really out struggling, having a hard workout. And that mentality is, suffer today, stronger tomorrow. And I think it's a really true kind of down to earth statement. You know, no one improves by staying in their comfort zone. If you want to get better, you want to improve yourself, you've got to go out and gradually improve. Incremental gains, progressive overload. And that's what I hope to do here. A bit of self-induced suffering has never hurt anyone. Certainly makes you more robust. But yeah, the plan is to get myself better physically and mentally, and hopefully inspire a few folk along the way. Suffering is just a really applicable expression because it's universal to all. You know, you're not putting a time cap, you're not putting a distance, you're not putting a max heart rate. You know, for myself, I'm trying to elevate my fitness to the point that allows me to do more and more extreme challenges. But for others, it could be as simple as getting off the couch, putting one foot in front of the other. Someone could be coming back from injury, just getting out of bed in the morning. Every day they're suffering, but every day they're getting stronger, they're improving. And that's really what it's all about. There's several reasons why I'm doing this, none of which have become some chiseled Instagram model, because at the end of the day I can change my body but I can't really change this face, so that's not really the aim. The aim is to document my journey improving mentally and physically, keep myself honest. It's not been an easy year for anyone, and the more that you can do to help yourself and control what you can control, the better in my opinion. So that's really the main aim of this little project I've got on the go. Again, stepping out of my comfort zone, teach myself how to video edit, how to record, how to talk in front of a camera. These are all examples of self-induced suffering. You know, things I don't have to do but I'm choosing to do in order to better myself. So I'm going to get on with this run, and we'll catch up and I'll explain the three key reasons why I'm doing this. So, reason one is accountability and keeping myself honest. So over the years I've definitely dipped in and out of kind of high levels of fitness. The problem is, in the dips, I get super lazy, complacent, put on weight, and just really get myself super frustrated. I know this year everyone absolutely loves a graph, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my fitness from about 20 years to my current age, 31. I'll show you that as a graph. Okay, so let's plot my age on one axis and fitness on the other. So we've got age on the bottom axis and fitness on this axis. And we'll do a range from 20 years of age coming out of uni to my current age of about 30. Put 25 and 28 in. 28 was when I got married. So leaving uni, bit of gym work but nothing too scary. Got myself up to decent strength, but it wasn't until about the age of 25 when I signed up for an Ironman 70.3 triathlon. And then moved into more extreme events, including the Ben Nevis Braveheart, which included a run up Ben Nevis. So yeah, really high levels of cardio here, worked and trained my arse off to get there. Foot off the gas, and then I joined CrossFit and got myself back up to reasonable levels of fitness with that. If I skip forward to my wedding, age 28, again lost a lot of body fat there, stereotypical 6-pack for honeymoon style goal.
And ever since then it's really been a bit of a slow and steady decline down. That takes us to the first lockdown last year, and you can see I definitely fell victim to the usual taking the foot off the gas, cruising through lockdown. And what I'm going to do now, if you plot this dash red line here, what this red line shows is my overall mood, my overall outlook, and you can see it's worryingly low at the moment, as I'm sure it is for a lot of people. And what I need to do is get that back up, and in order to do so I need to get my fitness levels back up to match. And I don't think I can really argue with this graph. There's a clear link between my overall health and fitness and my mental well-being. You know, I don't have much to be down about in life. I've got a great wife, a good career, great family and friends. So the only real variable here is my overall health, body shape, how I feel physically. I think it's also extremely clear that I'm a very goal-driven person, and I really need these goals to push myself out of my comfort zone. And that's exactly where this vlog comes in. It's going to give me somewhere to set my own goals and give me the opportunity to push myself both physically and mentally. So yeah, that graph takes us pretty nicely on to reason number 2 why I'm doing this. And that's mental health. You saw that dash red line, which is my overall mood and overall general outlook. And as I've said, this year, more than ever, I think mental health has become a pretty big deal for most people. Being stuck inside, no end in sight, doom and gloom squads all over the place. It's getting pretty boring now, if I'm being honest. Time to do something to sort of spark a bit of life back into my training. But yeah, reason number 2 is a bit of awareness on mental health and the benefits of training that go hand in hand. There's no denying this year's been tough for absolutely everyone. You know, I actually find myself quite fortunate. I've been able to work the whole way through. You know, I feel for doctors, nurses, small business owners, gym owners. You know, it can't be an easy time. But you know, we all have our own little battles. And I've certainly noticed, you know, more so the end of last year. I was unfortunate enough to suffer a dislocated shoulder, which kind of kept me housebound for a good bit of time. Wasn't really able to do anything at all, wasn't able to run, wasn't able to cycle, weights, you know, nothing. Kind of stuck inside, pending lockdowns, not able to train, putting on weight. And I did find the end of last year, I got myself in a bit of a rut. You know, really the way out of that was, as soon as I was able to start training again, it just felt like a weight was lifted. Started running, and I find running very therapeutic. You know, it's time to get out, fresh air, push yourself, good music, podcast, whatever it is. So yeah, I think I definitely feed the stereotype of, you know, typical man, mental health, not a problem, man up, nothing to worry about here. Anything I've dealt with in the past in my life, just deal with it and move on. And that gets you so far, that mentality. Like my wife is much more educated in mental health via work. She often refers to me as a bit of an emotional stone, which isn't unfair, to be honest. So I do feed that stereotype of man up, deal with it later, or deal with it never. And I think it definitely came to a head at the end of last year. I seriously noticed myself definitely getting more irritable, grumpy. Things in work that wouldn't stress me out, I was letting it get to me. I was kind of, you know, I work from home at the moment, so you can't really take work home, but I wasn't really switching off. You know, there's only so much Netflix you can watch when you're stuck inside. As I say, I was injured, wasn't able to do anything really. Out for walks, that was about it. So yeah, as soon as I was able to get out and start running and start pushing myself, start training, that was when I noticed a massive jump in my overall mood, I guess you could call it mental health, mental well-being. I guess the main message I want to put across here is that if you're feeling a bit down or things are getting to you, you know, there's constant doom and gloom at the moment. Doesn't seem to be any good news, but the one thing I've learned is that if you just put a bit of focus on exercise, activity, getting outside, pushing yourself, these little wins internally are enough to kind of keep you going and give you something to focus on. Yeah, and that's really where the idea of suffer stronger comes into play. You know, I know the word suffer can have quite negative connotations, but when I say that, I mean self-induced suffering. You know, pushing yourself, setting your own internal goals and then smashing them and moving on to the next. Progressively improving, even when there's not a clear goal in sight. I highly doubt there's going to be a range of marathons, triathlons, Tough Mudders, events to sign up for to give you something to really have a goal and actually push yourself. So that's one of the key aims of this channel. It's going to give me a platform to set my own challenges, my own goals. If I say I'm going to do something on this vlog, then I'll bloody well do it. And that's the kind of mentality I have. You know, I seem to do well under pressure and under kind of intense situations. When there's not that pressure, I do find I tend to cruise, and that's when I start getting lazy, putting on weight, and then it's just a vicious cycle of frustration. Can't believe I'm in this situation again, and it just comes back to that up and down, that spike of health and fitness, which should be an upward trajectory. Maybe all we have to do, to be honest, is just be more dog. This wee dude is just happy no matter what. Scabby tennis ball, and he's quite happy. So yeah, be more dog. But yeah, that's all getting a wee bit serious. I've noticed that the dog's a bit bored of me. He can't even look at me. So yeah, we'll move on now. We'll look at reason number 3, which is a bit more positive and upbeat than reason number 2. So, reason number 3 is motivation, and hopefully inspire a couple others. If anyone's following this journey. I've already spoke about how I can motivate myself, set myself goals. I can really put myself in a bit of a hole when I need to. And I guess one of the main hopes is that anyone watching this it gives them a little bit of motivation to try and do the same. Put yourself in tough situations, physically and mentally. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Too many people cruise through life. I've been guilty of it this year as well, and then wonder why they end up old, fat, unhealthy. You know, I'm by no means a PT. I'm not an expert in any of this, but I am someone who has learned from past success and failures as to how to do things and how not to do things. 9 times out of 10 it just comes down to hard work. Put in the effort, and you will get there. You will reach your goals. So yeah, I'm not hoping to become some influencer. You know, I have a full-time job, I don't have the luxury of spending all day in the gym and getting in great shape right away, but hopefully that's something a lot of folk can relate to. You know, I'm stuck behind a computer for 9 hours a day, so it's no wonder if I don't put in work before or after my normal job that I put on weight and then get out of shape. So I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same boat right now, stuck inside behind a laptop, not doing much. And again, coming back to the mental health aspects, I find I'm a bit like a child. You know, I need to be entertained. Being stuck inside all day just is not good for me. And my wife will back that one up. You know, she always says I'm only ever one workout away from a bad mood, and that's very, very true. So yeah, hopefully if anyone's interested, they'll stay tuned. Might motivate themselves to get out and push themselves. Videos are going to be much more exciting in the future when I'm out and about doing some mad challenges, talking about my workouts, might do some how-tos, can tag along, hopefully learn a few bits along the way if you don't already know. So yeah, stay tuned guys, cheers.